Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Garden. I'm Jeremy, and if you haven't done so already, get out, dig in, and feel your worries melt away. That's what I'm doing right now, trying to do this before the heat of the day comes up. Now, I've already plucked a few of these onions out of the ground. They're not actually really ready to be harvested yet. They're pretty small, but I'm having an issue with where I'm planting my corn. My corn is still sitting in pots, which is getting extremely difficult in these warm temperatures to keep watered well enough. So where I wanted to put them was in an iris bed that I have that needs to be completely cleaned up, and I'm going to move them to the front, from the back part of the yard to the front part of the yard. To do that, though, I first need to dig up a whole bunch of sod in my front yard to create a dedicated iris bed. So until that point in time, uh, that's I'm struggling to find enough spots. So what I had here is this was a bunch of radishes, and I did have a little bit of the Buttercrunch. I have two other beds filled with various types of leaf lettuces and regular lettuce, so I've got more than I need, really, so I'm not going to worry too much about them. And then this part over here was an early harvest that never got replanted. So it just kind of went to the way of a bunch of weeds. I mean, there's really no such thing as a weed. It's only plants that are in the wrong location. And these are all in the wrong location right now. So I'm going to reclaim it for my corn. So yeah, I mean, there's a possibility I could stick these somewhere else in my yard, but these are good enough that they will last me a little while. It's really only me that's eating them, so that'll be perfectly fine. Walla Walla Sweets you can eat them like apples. They are delicious. So I might have to do a little editing, time lapsing, possibly. So for this, I want to keep those. I want to keep those seed heads. So just sort of a random plant that ended up in the garden. Had to blown in on the wind at some point. Took hold and came up. A lot of the times I don't mind, when this stuff comes up, I don't mind it at all. And it fills those empty voids. It gives the insects a place to go, and we love insects. Love those pollinators, and all those ground insects. Nice little circle of life. So we try to encourage it, even if it means the garden is temporarily what many might consider non-manicured. I believe in allowing nature to have a little bit of its way in the garden. You want it to be a little bit wild. And if you do that, you don't need to use pesticides because you have all these plants that are encouraging insects that eat other insects that damage your crops or just your flowers if it's not a food plant. Yeah, I doubt you can see this on the camera from up there, but I'm shaking a bunch of ladybugs. What are they called? They have their real name. I don't know. You know, if I say ladybug, everybody will know what I mean, though. We love the ladybugs. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to use the sprinkler in here anymore. I'll have to figure something else out. And that's okay. So I'm going to set this aside, and I got to go grab my tray of corn scooped by the camera. We'll go ahead and start planting them here. Might as well. You plant corn, you're going to want to plant it in a grid because it pollinates by the wind. The wind is actually the pollinator. Yeah, these should have been in the ground a long time ago. But with 500 different projects going on in the yard, it's kind of difficult to really get it to go as good as I want. Yeah, look at that. There's a lot of root growth there. We'll tease that a little bit. Get it in the ground. And now, I'm planting mine about 8 inches apart simply because of this bed here. It's not the official corn bed. Otherwise, I'd go about a foot apart in a normal planting. But with a little luck here, should be able to get about 2 ears of corn per plant. Sometimes you get more, sometimes you don't. But if we can get 2, that would be awesome. That'd be a good amount. That would be some I can do up for freezing. Eat in the cooler months. I got a vine that's growing out of control behind me. Just tripping over it. Which is another one of those projects that I desperately need to get at. This is going to be interesting. I don't know if I'm going to have enough space, to be honest. Even at 8 inches. Whew. Wow. Well, this could be interesting. What I might have to do, I guess I can check those carrots, see if they're big enough to pull yet. If they are, that would be super because I could get 2 more rows, 6 plants on this outer edge. I don't remember if it's in frame or not, but this cool little fisherman with a lighthouse thing, the wind, a little windmill thing. It was my grandfather put it together, and my dad, who inherited it after my grandfather passed, just this last summer gave it to me. He's had to repair it a couple of times, give it a fresh coat of paint, and so I look forward to maintaining it for him. And then down in the future, with a little due diligence for maintenance on it, my son will inherit it from me. So, all right. Well, shoot. Okay, what I gotta do here, real quick. Try to flip past the camera here. There we go. Put them on the table. Oh, what do we got going on here, little carrots? Are you big enough? You know, I just may. These carrots take 75 to 80 days to mature. And it hasn't quite been that long. It's been about, well, it's coming up on 70 days. Oh, yeah. No, that's a good carrot right there. Yeah, we don't mind that at all. These are actually some colored variety carrots. Some are orange, some are more of this, white beige, and then others are red and purple. So this one's a little small, but you know what? We need this bed. So, and it's okay because I have 2 additional beds of carrots that actually have a ton more carrots than this bed does. So that will do good. Next year I'll have everything a little more prepared. So that one's not quite as big, but that's okay. We have room, brick out of here, and we have room to plant 6 more plants. And up in that corner, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we got 7. So we'll have an oddball one up in that corner, which will be out of the way of the windmill when it swings around in the wind. It won't get hit. So we are absolutely perfect location. So good stuff. Yeah. I'll go back through and I'll grab some of that Buttercrunch, and after I'm done here, I'll make a little salad and enjoy it. It won't all go to the compost. So, but I can save it for a couple of days. So yeah, good stuff. Okay, so that one there, right along the edge. So yeah, let me know in the comments below if you have any little items in your garden that you inherited, been passed down to you. Yeah, okay, I don't know if you can see, but I am, the sun is absolutely starting to really beat down on me right now. So I'm gonna need a big old glass of water, nice ice water. And then I think I'll pour a iced tea and then come out in a shady spot and sit and enjoy the garden. It sounds like a plan to me. Okay, so tray out of here, slip in over here, and this windmill will be just fine where it's at, so I don't have to worry about that. I never intended really tall stuff to be on this side of this garden bed. However, whew, all right, nice. So if we can get 2 ears off of each, then we'll have 32 ears of corn. So it's not quite as usually I get around 60, but like I mentioned, the bed I usually put it in is no longer a corn bed, and the bed I wanted to put the corn is not ready to be a corn bed, and won't be for another couple of weeks. I got a ton of work to try to get everything ready. So awesome. Well, I do have some Buttercrunch leaf lettuce I can wash up, I can enjoy, and I got some carrots that I can enjoy for the next few days, and I got my corn planted. So, and yeah, it's time for that glass of water and a big old glass of iced tea. So, I'm Jeremy, and you've been watching Jeremy's Garden. So, hit that like, subscribe, and have a good one.